Today is a very special day for the Minecraft community because after 2.5 years, we now have access to the first experimental snapshot that introduces the deep dark, ancient cities, the Warden, and so much more. Welcome to Minecraft Deep Dark Experimental Snapshot 1/pending. So some of the things I share with you in today's video might not make it to full release. You cannot find this snapshot inside the launcher. You have to manually install it in your versions folder. I'll leave a link down below to the article as to how you can download it and install it. It's just this file here, and this explains everything you need to know. And for those wondering if they could get the Warden in their 1.18 worlds, the answer is no. And yes, the Warden really is as scary as you expected it to be. I have spent the last 12 hours understanding everything you need to know about this snapshot. I also took the time to watch other YouTubers' videos, and they have missed some very important key details about this update. But let's get into it. So first off, you do have a spawn egg for the Warden. We're going to mess around with it in creative and in survival. It really does have that horror feeling in Minecraft now. So Bedrock has had access to these blocks for quite some time. They've now officially made it to Java. They're a lot more active and a lot better, to be honest with you. But this stuff is coming to Bedrock eventually. So we have the Sculk block. We have the Sculk sensor. As you know, sends a pulse to this, which triggers the Warden. We have the veins. We have the catalyst. And we have the Sculk shrieker. You're going to hear this sound a lot in today's video. And you'll notice via the subtitles, the Warden isn't happy. The more you mess around with this, the more chances are the Warden is going to appear. There is also a new enchantment introduced in the next major update, and this is called Swift Sneak. It comes in versions 1, 2, and 3, and it's pretty obvious how it works. It gives you access to sneaking, but incredibly fast. But unfortunately, you can't get it via the enchantment table. You have to go to the deep dark. You have to go to the ancient cities. But something to be noted about Swift Sneak, you cannot combine it with Depth Strider, with Frostwalker, or with Soul Speed. You can, however, combine it with Feather Falling, and of course your other enchantments like Unbreaking and Mending. But for the boots only ones, only Feather Falling can be combined, not these three. So I don't have any boots on right now, and you can see that sneaking is incredibly slow. I want to mess around with all three versions, so this is the first one. Let's crouch and move. You can see we're a little bit faster there. Let's switch this to number 2. Number 3 is insane. You're going to need this. Sneaking is going to be your best friend. So this is Sneak 2. You can see it's a little bit faster than, obviously, than the first one. And then this is Sneak 3. And you see it better in this perspective. Check this out. You can move so fast. So, yeah. But again, how do you obtain it? Well, you have to go to the ancient cities, to the deep dark, to the Warden, to find it. Since we're on Java Edition today, Java has access to the /locate biome. So we can just type in deep, dark, and locate the biome. Let me show you everything about this. This is the best example of a deep, dark biome. You see these patches of the Sculk blocks? That indicates that you're in the deep, dark biome, which of course is eventually going to lead you to the ancient cities. Something I have noticed, though, is that this can spawn incredibly high and incredibly far down. And the overall aim of this is to get you to the ancient city. And like I mentioned, it's these things that you gotta watch out for. Because there's the Warden. Let's appreciate the climbing out of the floor animation as well. It is so petrifying. It is so terrifying. It is so fun to mess around with. And this is why you need Swift Sneak. If you have Swift Sneak activated on your boots, you'll notice that nothing triggers for this to then trigger this, but then this guy to appear. It is such a fantastic enchantment introduced to the game, And yeah, there's our no-eyed friend. And after so long, he gets bored and he burrows back underground. I believe that animation is still a work in progress though. The climbing out animation is 10 times better than the digging animation. Not only is Sneak going to be your best friend in the next update, but also the hoe, specifically with Silk Touch, because if you want to pick these blocks up, that is what you are going to need to obtain them. Now, my recommendation would be to disable this as fast as possible to prevent the Warden appearing, because what you'll notice now is when I'm jumping around and bouncing around, there's no way to inform the Warden that I am here. So it looks like disabling the Shrieker is somewhat the way to disable the Warden. And again, you can pick these up if you wanted to take them back for whatever reason, because you have a Death Wish and you want to summon it. But yeah, you can just pick these up all with Silk Touch. Put on a hoe. Now, the Sculk Catalyst is a very interesting block, because when a mob is killed around this area, you'll see that this activates with some kind of soul effect, and then it starts to spread. At this point, the player gains no XP because the Sculk blocks consume the XP. And if I go back and grab myself a hoe, and we go back to survival, and we start mining this, as you can see, the XP starts to come from these blocks. There's been a lot of discussion about XP farms and such with this one. Now, if you start killing them, what's the bubbling effect, right? So if we do this, look at the bubbling effect. So I think it's within an 8 block radius of this. So obviously the more of these you have over here. So we place this down. We kill this. You can see how it starts to spread. Obviously the more mobs you kill, the more spreading it's going to do. And obviously, maybe it's actually a good way to save XP. It's actually a really good way. So if I was to go back to survival, how much XP do we get from this? I think it's the XP as if you were killing a mob. So technically, I mean, you could just bring one of these blocks with you, kill tons of mobs, and save the XP there. Maybe that's going to be some kind of new XP storage system. So I really like this. And for those asking, it's not as cool on Bedrock. King B-Dogs actually confirmed that this is coming to Bedrock very, very soon. So quite possibly within the next beta. I'm also curious, though, if I was to get like a mob, let's go with an Enderman, that obviously yields more XP. Would it be a bigger one? So let's go 1, 2, 3. I didn't really notice too much difference, but I really like that bubbling effect. As most of you know, the Sculk sensor is a snitch. It snitches on you to the Warden. Now, there's actually a way to disable this, and this is all done with wool. So if we jump around now, we place down a block and open it. As you can see, there is no indication being sent to this sensor. Let me show you the new darkness effect. And I also want to show you how the Warden can disable shields in one hit. So let's activate this. You can already see that there's a bat triggering this as well. It's not only players that will trigger this. Here he comes. There's that darkness effect, which is absolutely terrifying. Now, if you listen carefully, he will sniff for you. He can smell the player. Now, something to remember is you can distract him using snowballs and things like that. So it's the bat that's triggering it so badly. He wants to fight the bat. He is angry. But I wanna mess around with this using a shield. Watch this. Ready? Ready? Come on, big guy. Show the internet. There you go. Shield disabled. You can't do anything against it. So what I've noticed is that the Warden will be summoned when you trigger this like 1 to 3 times. He gets angry. There he is. Now, you can use... I'm going to go back to survival here. You can use these as a distraction. Obviously, he can smell me, so we throw that down there. You can see he's more interested of things down there. But he still will smell you out. Maybe we use this. There he is. He's smelling me. It's over here. Oh, he is fast. Trust me, he is fast, and he will not give up. Something else to remember is that the Sculk vein can also be waterlogged as well. And even if you place it there, it is not going to get rid of any of these. If we put another one here, put the water bucket there. So it can be waterlogged. I'm pretty sure people are going to find some cool uses for these Sculk blocks. So just in case you think you can escape the dark effect above ground, let me show you what it looks like if you're above ground. Darkness effect. It is so petrifying to mess around with. It's broad daylight in Minecraft. Now, as you'll see, we have the darkness effect, which is this swirl effect. Now, if you get too scared, no problem. If you go to the options and accessibility section, if you scroll down, you can change this if you get a little bit too scared. Let's have a quick look at what it looks like when it's on the lowest. I'm just going to wait for it to run out and try it again. All right, let's do it again. It doesn't seem to make too much of a difference, in my opinion. Maybe that's just a placeholder for now, and I'm not... you can kind of see, I guess. But it's not really too much of a difference. I don't really notice too much of a difference. Maybe when it starts to pulse. So, like, when it starts to bring in and go back out, it's like the pulse and the heartbeat of the Warden. This is the Ancient City. So the whole point of the Deep Dark is to get you to this, where you can find some pretty exciting things. I want to experience this without night vision to start off with, but let me start off with something that the community has discovered. Every single ancient city will have this structure, which is basically situated in the middle of the city. And it specifically has a new block. And this new block is called Reinforced Deep Slate. And it says here that this cannot be obtained in survival. So yeah, if you want to mine it, you're going to be here forever. It's not obtainable. Now, you'll probably notice that this kind of looks like some kind of portal that can be lit, and I will explain that in just a second. So you can, strangely enough though, you can use a piston on this to move it. Right, so that's the first thing I noticed that you're able to do with this. And then the second thing is that this stuff does not explode. It's blast resistant. So we just set this thing on fire real quick with the boom boom. Light this up. This thing does not blow up or anything like that. So, but can be moved, but it doesn't blow up. And again, it looks like some kind of portal. Let me show you what Reddit found. So this is what the Minecraft Reddit community posted. It's a hot topic right now. Reinforced Deep Slate Portal confirmation. In the structure files, the giant reinforced deep slate frame in the center of ancient cities are simply called the city center. However, there is a smaller statue of them in the same shape, in brackets, the shape of the Warden's head, which is called the small _ portal _ statue, which all but confirms that these will be some sort of portal. Now, again, it's not officially confirmed by developers. Is it going to be a new dimension? Is this going to take us to somewhere different? Who knows? Eventually, we'll find out. So in these ancient cities, you will still find these Sculk blocks. And here's something else you're going to be able to obtain in survival. Check this out. We have skeleton skulls. You will be able to get the skeleton skull in survival in here, which is a great addition in my opinion. So the Warden is technically guarding chests. These chests can have things like, well, as you can see here, skulks, name tags, potions, candles. The whole point of coming down here is to get yourself the new Swift enchantment, which I haven't seen just yet. You get snowballs as a distraction. That's pretty cool as well. And this one's got stairs going down as well. But obviously, you need to be careful because the more you're down here, the more chance you're going to have of letting the Warden know you're here. But as you can see, part of it is made of grey wool. And you can see here, as we're bouncing and jumping around, it's not activated there. We go to there, it sends a signal. So part of the map will be made of wool. You'll also get yourself a bunch of torches as well. And it's insane. I am so impressed and so excited to see this update release. Let's see if we can find any more goodies down here. So we're getting quite lucky here because we found another section. This one has the sensors, but it doesn't have the shrieker. And we got another chest here. This one's got Sculk blocks in, got potions in. Once again, I've noticed another skeleton skull. Oh, but you're not always going to get lucky because I don't know where that shrieker is, and that's the thing. You don't always know where the shrieker is going to be. I do want to summon the Warden here real quick. What I want to do is 1, 2, 3, and I want to go to... So what I noticed is if you tower up, right, and you just keep doing this, like, he's not going to be able to get me, is he? You know what I mean? You could just stand here. Can you stand 3 tall? Yep, you can stand 3 tall. You can just keep doing it with this. So, yeah, I'm curious to see how they're going to make it where he can get up to you, because this seems quite easy. And if I was to go back creative and get myself a sword, let me go back to survival, let me just do... See what I mean? So I'm curious as to how they're going to counteract that. This is the first test snapshot, so I imagine it will be introduced at some point. So it really is incredible when they start combining biomes together. Somebody sent me a seed for one of these actually embedded in a mine shaft. It looks really, really cool as well. There's a couple of known issues in this test snapshot to do with aquifers and other things like that, but I think that's set to be changed in the future and probably not a main concern. Right, let's run this effect, and let me show you what it looks like. Obviously, this is going to be the main focus in every single ancient ruin. That's why you know it's the center, and that's, I mean, you're not typically aiming to get here right now, but with this, I imagine there is going to be some reason why you would want to enter here. Plus, it's covered in all this soul fire as well, so we've actually got some nether blocks, soul soil, protecting it. Well, yeah, it's going to be hot flames, so be careful. Floating candles. We love those as well. See, that right there is an accident waiting to happen with all the shriekers. But remember, even if you open a chest, it will indicate to the warden that you're there. And he's reappearing as well. There he is. The animation is truly impressive. Okay then, I got like some really high leveled armor here. Let's see how we do against the warden in survival, okay? Because I know for a fact he's not going to be a happy bunny. Open some chests. Here he comes. I want to back away a little bit. That effect is insane. It's absolutely insane. I got myself a god apple. I've got full maxed out nether armor here, and the whole point of this is that, listen to that sniff, man. A little bit of a distraction. Another one down there. When you don't know I'm here. There's no way you know I'm here, bro. Oh, he knows I'm here. He knows I'm here. Come on! He's so powerful, though. I'm out. I'm out. I'm eating. I'm eating. How powerful are you? This is a sharpness 5 at 5, by the way. Fire aspect. You name it. Mending. Unbreaking. We're not messing. Because I want to see if you can have a chance to actually compete with him. But you're getting god apples and everything for this. My god. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm eating. Not messing, is he? How many hits is this? Kill feed, the time, the accessibility is just going crazy. I'm eating. So you probably need god apples. It's a good job we don't have god apples anymore as craftable. I actually killed the warden. I actually killed him, but how long until another one could be summoned? You know? Will it take long for another one to be... Oh, you could just summon these back to back. Important to remember that the warden doesn't drop anything other than a little bit of XP. Please remember that. But listen to the sneaks, the smell. Nope, he knows I'm here. There's no smelling or anything. Alright, let me show you what it's like against other mobs. So you very quickly learn that the warden doesn't like mobs. Doesn't like pigs, doesn't like wolves, doesn't like ravages. He will, in fact, kill them eventually. He just doesn't like sound or movement. He's going for the wolf this time. Is he going to get him? He's going for him. He's going for it. He's sniffing it. Go on. Go on, little buddy. Buddy? Nope. The wolf's just juked him. He's juked him now. He's angry. He's going for it. Wolf dead. Next animal will be dead as well. And if we summon some iron golems, 2, 3, 4. We'll summon 5 iron golems. Let's see how this does against 5 of them. There's 1 dead. Come on. There's 2 dead. There's 3 dead. Come on. There's 4. Can he make it 5 in a row? How many iron golems does it take to kill a warden? 6. Try 6. 7. And 8. 7. 7 iron golems to kill a warden. But you could just always, like, have it with you and just be like, repair, 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 repair. But it's definitely this that I am most curious about. And if you made it this far in today's video, you better let me know in the comments section because you're the real MVP. It took me quite some time to do today's video, so if you could leave a like, I really, really appreciate it. It's only going to get better from here on out. So have a wonderful day, and I'm getting out of here. Catch you next time. Goodbye.